All right, the next thing we want to do to relieve elbow pain or pain in the arm, a lot of times because of our tight shoulders, because of being like this all day, having those internally rotated shoulders, being on the computer, being on our phone, driving, sitting, slouching, not having the strength to have that good posture, our shoulders become more and more and more stiff and tight, and that can manifest itself, especially when we have that repetitive motion of something like tennis or pickleball, into the pain that's occurring in places like our elbow. So I want to take again my lacrosse ball that I have. These are super useful, they're super inexpensive, and it's just a great tool. I'm going to take that lacrosse ball and I'm going to start and stick it at the top of my shoulder in my trap. This is where we all carry a lot of stress, so right up by my neck. All right, then I'm going to lay down on the floor. Stick the lacrosse ball in my trap. Lift my hips if you can. If it's too much lifting your hips, then just stay laying on the ground. And I'm going to lift my arm, trying to get my thumb to the floor. And I'm just going to do that like 20 times, nice and slow. The slower you do it, the better it is. If you have shoulder injuries, things of that nature, shoulder pain, this is super good also for that, okay? So I'm just going to keep that there, put as much pressure as I can stand, and lift my arm over my head, trying to touch my thumb to the ground. If if this is as far as you get, then that's as far as you get. Trust me, if you do this regularly, at some point you'll be able to get that thumb to the ground. Then I'm going to move the lacrosse ball down my shoulders, around my shoulder blades to different spots to break up that scar tissue, that tightness around my shoulder blade. So coming almost next to my spine, not on my spine, but as close to my spine as I can get it. Moving that down about an inch or so at a time and doing the same thing, 10 to 20, ideally 20 slow rotations. And that's going to break that scar tissue up. This is going to be super good for your shoulders. Even if you don't have shoulder pain, if you don't have elbow pain, if you do this, it'll help prevent that over the long term. It's not going to feel good, okay? It's going to cause discomfort, but you can't hurt yourself doing this, and it's just going to pay dividends for your sport and your overall health.